And so, just to start off this, I want to know more about your story. Like, who are you? Because you're Hispanic, but you were born here. Or tell me about yourself.
Okay, yeah. Well, let me switch mics. Technical difficulties, but this one? Okay. Yeah, I am Latina. I was born and raised here in Miami. ¿No se escucha?
Sí se escucha, pero tienes que usar los dos a la vez.
Okay, we're gonna use both at the same time. So yeah, I was born and raised here in Miami, and I know I spoke to some of you guys and I told you stay tuned for what we're going to be talking about, but I'm going to introduce myself first. I am Latina. My background is my mom is Salvadorian Italian, my dad is Colombian Dominican. Do we have any Latinos here tonight? Ay, ahí están los Latinos.
Yes, yes.
And you, where are you from?
I'm Venezuelan.
Venezuelan,
Yes.
nice. And so what I am in is AI technology, but it has to do with finances. And the reason that I'm in this industry of finance is, well, I started when I was 19 because I saw my family struggle financially. You know, they didn't have education, they didn't have financial literacy. I saw us going through a lot of financial difficulties, and at the end of the day, it came down to not knowing what to do, right? We didn't live in the zip codes that we deserve to live in, drive the cars that we desire to drive, have businesses, have opportunities, have financing, and I saw my family struggle a lot. And I wanted to take that into my own hands and learn myself. You know, Glenn and I are both very young. I think we can relate in that sense that we want to make a difference.
Yes.
So I started 5 years in this industry about what I'm going to talk about. But about a year ago is when we went into AI, and it has completely changed the game nationwide, helping people and families get out of debt, have opportunities, get funding, open a business. It doesn't matter if you don't come from anything or if you have a lot. AI can give you that opportunity that you're looking for.
And not only AI, but in United States in general, you know? When I started investing on myself and mentors, and I got myself with a credit mentor, I was just like, wow, this is a game changer. And so now that you told us that, okay, that's not how you started, right? Like you probably had all the jobs. Can you tell me more about that story? How did you ended up in credit? Who introduced you to it? What's the story back then?
Okay, so I actually dropped out when I was around 16. I got my high school diploma and I dropped out because I wanted to play soccer. But we all know as athletes, there's a lot of issues that come along the way. And so I started working for people. And I found out really easily that I did not want to work for anyone. I don't like people telling me what to do. And I wanted to be independent, but I didn't know how to start a business. And so right there is when I was looking for a mentor, and I always heard you never want to utilize your own cash, your hard-earned cash. You want to utilize credit.
Yes.
And that's when I went back to my family, and I asked them, how is your credit? And I didn't know anything about credit, just that it was a 3-digit number, and that my parents had horrible credit. And so I was like, wow, okay, I see where a lot of financial difficulties are coming along that not only affect my parents, but it affected our family, right? And that's where we want to break those generational curses. And I actually love the name that you came up with, glitches, because you can find a glitch in any industry that you're in if you are well educated with that. And that's where it came with the credit system with me.
Well, that's a fact, and in credit there is so many glitches. If you know the laws, and you know you can go and dispute so many things.
Yeah.
People are going through struggles, and just because they don't know, they don't have the knowledge. And wow, it's crazy that you say that, because I've been playing soccer since I'm a kid, and that was my habitat. Like it's for me, it was everything. And when I came here, I find myself like, wow, to be in a team. It's so much, and you know, my mom was paying for school, for practices and everything, and I was just like, you know, I feel like I'm not making any money. I don't see myself successful, and even though it was my passion, I'm like, I'm not living off of this. So I started educating myself, and I started with credit. So that's how we correlate. That's how we align.
Isn't that crazy? Look at the room that you get put in front of just by networking. So I know a lot of you guys are also here to network. I've networked with a lot of you guys. And for those that are looking or watching this live or when we post it on the podcast, build your network, because it's really not about what you know in the beginning, it's who you know.
Yes.
And the reason that I got into credit is because I had a great mentor that told me, like I mentioned, you never want to use your cash to open a business, to invest. You want to leverage the bank's money. That is what the rich do to get wealthy. right?
Yeah, and understanding that you're using bank's money, so even if you go into a business, you invest, and let's say that it was a fraud, now you're protected because you weren't using your own money, but you're using the bank's money.
Yep, all day. So when I started at 19, it was just straight financial literacy and educating myself. By the time that I was 22, I was able to have a six-figure business running, but it was solely based on myself and my team. That's why now we utilize AI, because even back then when I was running it myself, I was able to get the dream car that I wanted at 22 years old, which was which was a Range Rover. I was able to get credit lines, 0% interest, six-figure credit lines, but it was so much work, and I was like, I need to be able to duplicate this, because it's an amazing opportunity that someone that has a lot of debt can get out of that debt and can have more financial opportunities no matter what they went through in the past. Or they can go ahead and someone young like ourselves that have absolutely nothing, we can still have those same financial opportunities.
Okay, so now for somebody watching or somebody in the audience, they don't know anything about credit, what would you tell them the one-on-one credit tip, or how can they start learning? Okay, they have a bad credit, maybe they have a reposition or whatever. How can they start right now? And I know that they can't just because of the AI.
Yeah.
The AI will do everything for themselves. It's affordable.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you figure that, okay, you have to pay $1,000 a year to fix here and there, but now with AI, it's affordable, it's easy. So can you tell us, for somebody that is just starting out?
Okay, so that's actually a great topic to bring up. So I actually had a conversation today with someone that this is another side of the credit, that they had a lot of debt. They were paying off their debt. They were paying off collections, thousands of dollars, making payments, making settlements. And instead, they hired my AI system, which is less than $100 a month, and they were able to get out of that debt. So now the AI is reconstructing their credit by guiding them on what they should do moving forward. So it's kind of like you can play both sides. You can have, a lot of debt and bad credit and then wipe that off and restart. Or if you've never had any credit at all, the AI will also guide you on what you should do, what lines you should apply for, how to utilize your AI, because you want to know all the factors, how to utilize your credit, utilization under 30%, all of that kind of things. And it even now lets my clients know how to make their payments on open credit lines that they have, so that it can help them get increases on their lines of credit.
Wow. That's game for everybody here. All right. And when somebody wants to start a business, right, they're looking to, okay, I have these savings, I'm gonna ask my mom, this and that, I don't have good credit. What would you tell them about, after fixing their credit, how they can get funding? Does the AI do that?
Oh, definitely. Well, I think it's two things: AI and also having a good network in place, right? So I've been in this industry for 6 years, building. Yeah, it's all about networking. We've actually met through my network, which is also part of his network, at a networking event. So it's all about also who you know and not so much what you know.
And that's why we're here.
That's why we are here, and that's why we're all here together. I can't wait to talk to more of you guys after this. And so once you have a well-established credit, you can go ahead and open a business simply. I have a partner here that she helps with business and a business credit. And then we also have a team that can help you get approved for $100,000 to $250,000, 0% interest lines of credit. Primarily on your business, you want to do that, but you can also get approved for that on your personal side. So that's what I say. Even if you don't have a lot of capital, even if you don't have maybe even a business idea yet, but you have some money to invest into your credit. Invest into your credit, not spend on your credit. It is always an investment. You can really have all of that access. And a lot of people think, oh, I want to have an Amex card, but I don't make a lot of money yet. I don't make six figures. I don't have a business. It doesn't matter. Credit, it's based off of relationships that you build and how your report looks. That is solely it. Doesn't matter how much money you make, what you do, where you came from, what you're not doing. It is all about the education at the end of the day, knowing how to manage that.
And you just said, it's your network, right? So if you know somebody that maybe there is a deal in real estate, but you don't have the capital, but if you position yourself and you're ready with the credit and the funding, now you're ready to invest. When the opportunity comes in, so that's something that I talk about in my book, The Glitch in the Dome of Life, and it's about staying ready for the opportunities. And that's what I think we could do with this AI, with credit. It's affordable, and you're staying ready for the opportunity to whenever an investment or anybody that's coming in, you're networking and he's telling you, look, I have a deal here. Like, if you're ready, you can go and take it.
Definitely. I recently went to an event in Fort Myers that was for first-time home buyers, and we were able to get a kid that is 20 years old, pre-approved for his home with his good credit, and he has a business with lines of credit that he's utilizing to put as the down payment on that home. He doesn't have $10,000 to $20,000 cash. He's 20 years old. He's trying to build his reputation and financial history. So he was able to utilize that business lines of credit to put a down payment on the home. And the reason for that is because when you're utilizing business credit, the utilization doesn't affect you like it does on your personal side. If you max out your personal credit card, it's going to affect you because you want to stay under 30% utilization. On the business side, they want you to use that money. They want you to invest that money. And it's as simple as opening up an LLC or a corporation and having your credit ready to go.
And you can open as many as you want. Like, you can open one daily. Just so you guys know, the limit is one daily.
I wonder how many Glenn has. He has a lot of things going on. I wonder why he said that.
That's funny. Now, let's talk about that. Not many people know the business credit is separated from their personal credit, and so that's game for people right here. So you spend $150 to open the LLC, and now if you have good credit and if you are with the right people, you're using AI or whatever it is, now you can set up yourself to get funding, right?
100%. Not only funding, but any kind of business that you want to do. For example, yesterday, was it yesterday? No, I'm sorry. It was on Monday. I was able to take out my second luxury car under one of my businesses that I have, and it's just by utilizing my personal credit and utilizing that business that I had open. Now, it doesn't go on my personal credit. I'm a personal guarantor. There's other ways to do it, but it shows on the business, and you can take out as many cars. You can take out a fleet of cars under your business or corporation as long as you have the credit established and the business established.
So let's go about that. We have actually one of the guys here, he owns a car rental. So let's give some game. Like you just said, they can get many cars, right? So how would that work? Do they have to, get the loans the same day? How does that work?
So the way I did it is I didn't buy the cars. I leased the cars, and I literally went in there. I told them which one I want. I walked out with $0 down. They actually told me because my credit was so good on a brand new 2025 AMG Coupe, I'm paying the exact same monthly price that I would pay on a Toyota Corolla of the year if I had bad credit. And that to me, I was like, wow, this is, I already know it's powerful, but this is opportunity for anyone that says, oh, I can't afford a luxury car. Oh, I can't start my business of, a rental business like the gentleman that's here that you're mentioning.
Yes.
And this is my second one that I've taken out this year alone under that one business that I have. Credit is power, you guys. I haven't had good credit for more than 4 years. Everyone says you have to have 20 plus years of age history. You really don't. You just need to know how to manage it. And the financial literacy part of my AI is what teaches that. Every single day we have also Zoom calls that we host. We host live broadcasts, just teaching financial literacy because that's really where my passion lays. It's nice to have Amex cards, unlimited cards, luxury cars, say that you have an 800 credit score, but if you don't really know how you can make an impact with that by teaching others the same thing, how to get out of debt or how not to fall into the same situations that our parents fell into because of lack of education, there's really no power there. And that's where my passion lays with this industry.
Correct. And I think that's where you lay that foundation, right? Because you can give them the AI, can fix it for them or whatever, but if they don't make a payment or something, they just ruin it.
Exactly.
So I believe that that's very important. And I was about to ask you that. How is the trainings? Like, if they send out for the AI, while the AI is working on their credit, analyzing what can they fix, what can they dispute, are they getting education while the AI is working?
Yeah.
Wow.
Correct. So they actually have a personal portal where they can go ahead and log into, and we have countless amount of financial literacy there for them. Not only that, every single month the AI keeps you updated as to what's going on with your credit, what you can do to better that specific credit score. Because your credit report is just like a fingerprint. It is one of one, completely different from the rest. So you want something tailored specifically for your needs. And we have to be honest, my best business partner, why has no vacation days, no off days. take an unlimited amount of clients. It works 24/7 on my clients. On Sunday, I was having mimosas, and I got an update on my credit. Their score increased 100 points, and they also received that update. And that's just a different kind of fulfillment that I get. But at the end of the day, it's leveraging AI, which
No,
a lot of
totally.
people are scared of it. I know you get this a lot, like, oh, I don't know
No.
about that.
Yeah, it's this taboo of the, people think it's the future and like, oh yeah, AI is gonna take over and the robots, Elon Musk here and there, but Elon Musk just sold his own company to his own AI. That should
Imagine
tell
that.
you something, no? So for me, AI right now, while we're speaking here, we're sending around 200 messages per minute. So for me, AI is also like, wow, like it's working for me.
Yeah.
And so
I can attest to that. I'm utilizing your AI. And so that's why we're here today, because it goes so great hand in hand. We're merging AIs together. I have a network and a team that also utilize my AI platform of over 400 people nationwide. They're not clients, they're people like myself, entrepreneurs, professionals, real estate professionals, that they want to be able to provide that service to help get people qualified for whatever it is that they need. And so Glenn's AI right now is sending out messages for them, following people, liking, comment on people's things. This week alone, I have had consultation setups with 12 realtors
No way.
in cities that I have never even heard of in the US or never
Wow.
even been to.
that's a testimony right there. Thank you so much.
That's
Wow.
huge power right there.
Yes.
And that's why I'm so excited to be here and to be collaborating both of our brands, because I think financial literacy, a lot of people don't really want to talk about it. It's one of those topics that it's like,
Yeah.
we know you got to have good credit, but I don't really want to talk about my credit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay. We don't have to talk about it. Just let AI go ahead and take care of it.
But it's important to talk about money, because if
Yeah.
you talk about money, you're gonna end up in rooms where you're gonna make money.
Yeah.
So I believe it's important, and for me, AI right now is just we can partner up with people, just leaders like us, and take over, automate everything.
Yeah.
So, okay. Any questions that you guys have for us in the AI space? Because this AI space is just evolving every day. Right now we're doing AI agents. AI agents is not like ChatGPT that you go and talk and it's gonna give you feedback. AI agents is going to do it for you. So, like sales reps, you can teach them how you sell and they will be selling for you. So,
Wow.
yeah,
That's amazing.
And it's taking over. Like I'm having conversations just because I developed AI and I'm getting into rooms where other developers and they're just telling me with content. Content sometimes it gets hard. People they're shy, and you get to duplicate yourself and your own voice. So you guys know my book is being translated to Spanish right now, and it's going to be in audiobook with an AI voice of mine, and it speaks just like me.
Oh my God, can you guys give him a round of applause for that? That's amazing.
Thank you,
Glenn.
thank you. So it's just for me, it's just a revolution. And the AI, you guys just need to learn and spend at least 30 minutes a day, talk to ChatGPT and learn from it. It's just like a second mind of yours that you can train and give more information. Imagine you can have all this information in your mind, and whenever you need it, you can use it. It's really, really powerful. I need you to understand that.
I love that. I couldn't have said it better myself. And something that I asked the other day, I did an AI presentation to families that want to become first-time home buyers. There was over 150 people there. And I asked them who would leverage AI to fix their credit. Maybe a couple hands went up because they didn't really understand. And then I said, who wants to become a homeowner? And everyone's hand went up. And I'm like, of course, who wouldn't want to become a homeowner?
It's the American dream.
It's the American dream. But also in today's day and age, the old school ways don't work anymore.
No.
It does not work. Sending out dispute letters, doing things yourself.
It's a hustle.
It's a big hustle. It's a lot of work. And you want to have something that works for you. All of your systems work for you, right?
Yes, and I want to give a testimony to you, because when I got into the mentorship for credit, I paid like $5,000, and I had to do everything myself. I was learning hand-to-hand, one-on-one coaching, but I had to do the disputes, and it's a hustle. So for right now, having the AI doing it for me is just huge. Because I could be doing business or focusing on what I really need to be focused on while the AI is doing it for me.
I love that. And I'm so happy that we now have a partnership.
Yes.
And guys, it's as easy as you connect your credit report to the AI software and it takes care of the rest. You don't have to do anything. Every month you get updated. And for those of you that are here watching, I know I have a lot of people in my team that are here watching as well. And I just want to let you guys know that there is so much opportunity out there. And as long as you stay connected with the right people, such as Glenn and myself and everyone else that are in rooms like this, I have a feeling that we're going to grow a lot together. We're going to break those generational curses. We're going to have that financial freedom. You know, everyone wants nice things, right? But a lot of people forget what it takes to get there.
Yes.
It's not only the hustle, but it's the smart hustle, the smart way to get there. Don't utilize your cash. Don't utilize your hard work money, right? Utilize your credit. Use the bank's money, OPM all day.
Those nice things might not only be the car or anything like that, but maybe a nice vacation. And crazy enough, I learned with my mentor, there is credit hacking and travel hacking. I travel around 2 or 3 different countries, and I paid $30. I'm telling you, I only pay for taxes. Because the Amex points, you can transfer them to the airlines, and come on, like, it's so much to credit. It's not only about credit fixing, it's not only about funding, it's just so much in the credit space, right?
So much freedom. I feel like with credit, and it's not just because I'm in the industry, but I've seen the red flags, I've seen the ups and downs of finance in this industry, and at the end of the day, it's freedom that this brings. Credit brings you freedom. Doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter what you want to do, doesn't matter what you have or what you don't have. It's going to bring you that freedom. And I can attest to that. I recently got 2 new Amex cards loaded with points, and I'm like, what do I do now? No, seriously, what do I do? What am I doing next?
Yes.
But I am investing my money into things such as events that I can go out there and really give back to the communities, and things such as this, which I love that you put together. So thank you for that.
Yes, and I think that we can leverage our credit, like you said, to invest. And right now I see investments to empower people, just such as my brand that actually is coming out tonight. It's going to be live, and the whole collection is going to drop. And so how I empower people with my brand is with God's word. And so the word of God is in all over my brand. Because I believe he delivers the truth, and the truth is powerful. And so everything that I do is intentional, and it has a meaning. And I love that. I love that you're doing the same thing, and I think that's why we're here together tonight.
Definitely, amen to that. I love that. And congratulations on your brand coming out. I know what it can take to build something from scratch up, from the ground up, but you're doing it the smart way, not the hard way.
Yeah, correct.
So that's an amazing testimony in itself. If you're someone here, you're thinking like, what is my next move? What am I going to do next? Who am I going to partner with next? What opportunities should I give myself? This is the right place for you guys to be in, because even if it doesn't have to do anything with what we do in business, take it from us that you need to have AI working for you and whatever it is that you want to do.
No, totally. And so to answer your question, when you said like how many LLCs I have around 10. Also, you need to understand protection with LLCs when you go on a state like Delaware or outside state, even with trust. When you're putting your assets, right, you work a lot and you put your money in this investment. It could be a house or or a car, whatever you consider your assets. You need to protect yourself, because if you get sued or whatever it is, you can lose it all. So you worked a lot, and I mean that's not the topic tonight, but I just want to say that they need to be protected. So you need to work hard, have your credit right, and be protected legally. And so for somebody that, they have these beliefs that, I can't afford it, or I don't know, this is not for me, money, like they come from that poverty, I come from that. And I had to change my mindset. So what would you tell that person? I would say, what would you tell your younger self when you didn't believe in yourself?
Wow, that's a hard question. Not a hard question. That's you have to have a lot of hard conversations with yourself in order to grow, and I know we're both very big in personal development. So working on your inner self to be able to shine on your outer self, it's where it begins. And I think I would tell myself, don't wait, don't be scared, just really take control of things. And I have someone in my life that tells me all the time, take control, continue taking control of it. And I used to think, I can do it by myself. I don't need a team, I don't need a system, I don't need any of that. And I wish I could tell my younger self to listen to the people around me that are already having that success. Don't reinvent the wheel. just follow it and do it yourself how you want.
And you know what that is? That is the ego. Because I used to think the same way. I used to think like, I know it all.
Yeah.
And I can do this.
Yeah.
And you don't need to tell me anything. But once I put this keen in the game and I was like, okay, I'm going to invest on myself, that's when the whole game changed. Because I realized like there is somebody that already worked that path and they can show me. They already got success. So why would you listen to somebody that, maybe gurus online or whatever it is, instead of somebody that have results, somebody that is getting cars, somebody that is getting the cars, they're using AI to leverage it, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it's just very powerful.
I love that. And another reason why I'm so passionate about what I do today, like I mentioned, I have 400 members that utilize my AI for their business as well to grow and to implement clients into it. And the reason that I go so hard with that is because I wish my younger self had the opportunity. The AI that we provide now to not only monitor, fix your credit, and give you financial literacy, the course, everything that comes with it, it's less than a $300 investment for that AI. And I wish I had that same opportunity. So I'm out there looking for those people that are like me that wish they had that opportunity and pray for that opportunity. And I feel like whenever you receive that blessing, it's not to hold to you. It's not to be selfish with. It's to go out and help and provide it to as many people as we can.
I totally agree because, okay, for me, my foundation is my mindset, right? That's what it relies on. And that's why I talked about the ego. And I believe, like you said, you need to take the control of everything. When you start taking the control of your thoughts, the things that you say, and you're intentional, everything that you're saying, and you're conscious. So all this stuff that we're doing consciously. We know that, it takes hard work, it takes investment, it takes nights where you don't sleep. It takes a lot, but it's worth it. When people come to you and they're like, look, I got my dream car because of you, or whatever it is, I can just imagine. Because that happens to me when I give somebody my book and they tell me, listen, this changed my life, I stopped smoking, I stopped doing this. For me, it's really powerful. That's the foundation of my whole community, my whole movement, is the mindset. Because after you have the right mindset and you're able to bounce back from any situation, I think you can always get up from anything,
I love that. I think that deserves a round of applause. Personal development is where it starts.
Thank you.
100%. I love that. Yeah, and like you say, like those hard conversations that you have to have with yourself in any business, in any industry that we have to really look at ourselves and say, what is going to put us in the next level? What rooms am I going to put myself? What opportunities am I going to give myself? Because no one's going to come here and be like, here's your business plan.
No, nobody's coming to save you.
Nobody's coming to save you. And I learned that about 3 years ago when I felt a plateau in my business because I wanted to help so many people, but there was only so much that I could do myself. And it was very frustrating. So I put myself into rooms and networked with people that were much more successful than I was. And it was never about them. It was never about them. They never said, I did this, I did that, I did that. No, it's we, the people I work with, the people that I impact, the people that I include into my success is really where it lays, right? And I'm so proud to have such a support system, such an amazing team of people and individuals that I feel like that I've prayed for to come into my life, to not only partner with me and go through this this wave with me and impact as many people as we can, but also to teach me things about myself, about what I need to do to learn. And every day I learn from them even more. And it just proves to you, you're never going to know everything. And
not at all.
If you're the best person, the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
Correct.
Right?
So something that I want to say is, like I already told you guys, I spent $5,000 on a mentorship with that credit. And even they already know a lot about credit, like she just said. I consider myself a student of the game, and I invested myself with her network because I believe there is still more. And when she told me about AI, I was just like, I need to get on it. And imagine if you have a bad credit and you're thinking about getting it. Imagine about me. I have good credit, I have funding and everything, but I still invest in myself all the time. I need to. And so I always need to be learning every single day. So I encourage anybody to just take that step, put yourself uncomfortable. I know you might need to cut some, eating outside, maybe 2-3 meals, but it's totally worth it because at the end of the day, you're gonna end up building that financial freedom.
Yeah. And your best investment will always be in yourself. Your future self will thank you.
Yes.
And I think every time I talk to someone that we end up at the end of the success story for them. I was able to get out of this debt, or I was able to build my credit and have opportunity. Something that I always hear is, I wish I started this sooner. And it's a hard thing to swallow, like, why did I procrastinate on myself? Why did I procrastinate on my goals? If you go back to, let's say, in December, who else does vision boards here? I'm a vision board girl. Yeah, I see a couple of hands. I love doing vision boards, and I had a vision board party with a group of girls that I work with, because I love building communities, and I think we should always stick together, all kinds of communities. This is my woman community, and when I looked at all of our vision boards, everyone had a nice car, a nice house, having freedom, traveling, and everything. And at the end of the day, when I ask everyone, what are you going to do to get there? What is your plan to get there? We can all want things, right? But what are you really doing day by day to get there? What are you investing in yourself to get that car you desire to drive, to live in that zip code and house that you want to live in, to have the freedom to travel by using your Amex points, right?
So let's go into that topic, right? That vision board, that manifestation. I believe a lot on it, but there is people that they just think is, okay, you put it in a paper, you put it in a vision board, but they forget about massive action. Putting that plan together and then taking action. You need to rehearse that plan like it's a GPS. When you go into a road trip, let's say Orlando, right? You rent that car, you're going with the family, and okay, you put the GPS, you're going to Orlando. You know that you're going to get there. But along the road, there might be an accident. There might be, I don't know, police, whatever it is, right? So you need to pivot, but you need to have that clear vision where you're going. So having in your plans about your credit, about your financials, where you're going to invest in, and educating yourself, not just going out of, okay, this person told me this, or this other person told me that. No, going yourself. Learn from your own experience. Go with people that they have a lot of experience, that they're going through a lot. And so something that I have learned myself is that I'm smart by learning by my mistake, but I'm a genius if I learn from my other people's mistakes.
Oh, I love that. I really love that. And I think that's why we're here today, right?
Yes.
Because we don't want to go through those
Correct.
same generational mistakes. We want to break those. And I'm just so blessed to be in this industry and do what I do day in and day out, and have the people that trust me to help them break those things, right? Because like you said, you need a plan. You need a clear plan. We can do things on our own, but if people already have success, just follow what they already do. And my goal every single day is to really implement that into people, letting them know that there's opportunity. And I continue saying it because a lot of people come to me and they're like, Priscilla, I don't have a lot of money to invest in my credit. And for my services, it's $3 a day. If you're a coffee drinker, you can have good credit.
No, facts.
Simple as that.
Facts.
And aside from that, a lot of people think it takes forever. And something that is really hard is having bad finances and waiting those 7 to 10 years for it to reset, which is a myth. That is time wasted. There's so many loopholes, and you mentioned this because I know you know now. There's so many consumer laws that it's put into place for us consumers, but they're not taught by us consumers because the rich want to utilize that for themselves. And that is how they keep generating wealth. They restart, they mess up a business, it completely crashes, they go bankrupt, they restart again. There is no reason why we have to be stagnant with life, with anything that we do in life. When it comes to your finances, your fitness, your health, whatever it is, there's always another opportunity to continue growing if you want to take it. So that's the conversation you always have to have with yourself.
Correct. And at the end of the day, it's all systems, like you said. These systems are designed for you to consume, just like the American dream, so you can buy your house. And, for me, the American dream it's bullshit. Sorry, but it is. Yeah. And just like, for example, cereal, you need to have breakfast. No, they're telling you, break fast. So little things like that is just the system. And I believe that we are here to break those patterns and show people that they don't need to fall into that system.
Yeah, 100%.
I want to thank you for coming out tonight, giving us so much value. And if you could tell everybody where they can find you, after this, how can they contact you?
Yeah, so I call myself Consult with P on all social medias. My name is Priscilla again, that's why. Consult with P are my social medias, but I do have my team here, a couple people in my team that will be here if you have any questions regarding the AI, the systems, how to get connected into it. And it's kind of crazy because you know what my AI is called? It has nothing to do with finances or AI or anything like that. It's called momentum because if you have momentum in your life and you have momentum in your business, you will never stop. You'll always continue going forward. There might be ups and downs, but you're just going to continue going forward and having momentum in all aspects. So that's us.
Just drop the mic now.
Yeah. I love that. Thank you so much, Glenn, for the
If we
opportunity.
can get a round of applause for her, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Doug, can we take some pics? It was a hustle, but we did it.
We did it. Do I need the